Welcome back, gamers, to Character Driven, where I try to help you bring your best character to the table. So go ahead and grab your dice, your pencil, and your character sheet, and let's see if we can't whip something up today. I'm super excited about this particular guild because I was initially hesitant to it. It seemed like a boring guild that I really didn't want to mess with, but after a little bit of finagling here and a little bit more concentration, I said, man, this has a little bit more depth to it than I thought it would be. And that is the Azorius Guild. See, I thought it was going to be just a bunch of, paladins. And, I mean, you can have a paladin, you can have all that stuff, these law enforcers, that kind of thing. But, you know what, I was pleasantly surprised. And so it's going to take a little deep dive here into the actual Azorius Guild here. It's led by a wise sphinx named Esperia, which I find to be pretty cool that there's a sphinx kind of running things here. It's basically it's run on a 3-column system, which is not too much different than possibly our government system here in America. And basically, you have those who make the laws, those who judge the laws, and those who enforce the laws. And so, it's a pretty easy system to follow there, and you can be in one of those different categories. The Azorius Guild believes they are the ones that are holding it all together, and they very, very well may be. I don't want to take anything away from them. I think maybe they're, somebody's got to run the show. Somebody's got to make sure that, the Rakdos Guild and the Gruul and those guys just don't tear everything apart. And their goal is really just a perfect society. They're trying to make a society that's sustainable and that works, just like everybody else in the world. My character, I am playing a Loxadon named Paka. And in creating this, I thought, well, what is this like? Who is this character like? I thought, man, if Chris Pratt was an elephant, this would be this. It's a cross between, his character from Parks and Rec and Star-Lord, who's just trying to do things right, just trying to figure it out and make people obey. And he's going to be a cleric, lawful good, knowledge domain, and is going to trying to be a precog, where they're eventually hopefully going to be able to detect some things. But Paka does some street work. He goes out and works the streets there to keep law and order. Works in various departments and things like that. 7'2", 350 pounds. Very nice, super nice. Like I said, very Chris Pratt-like and all those things. And the one thing that I think is really cool that I'm giving him is a shield. And I say him, and I'm not even quite sure I want it to be a him yet. But no, I'm going to change it right now. It's going to be a her, Paka. She has this really cool shield. And on the front of the shield is the Azorius symbol, but on the back of the shield, her deity is Thoth, which is all about the knowledge, and on the back of that shield is an ibis symbol, and like one of those Egyptian symbols there, and on the back it's just to remind her that in the front Azorius, and behind it is what she's really trying to do is she's trying to search for knowledge. She wants to know things, and she wants that knowledge to benefit Azorius and ultimately Ravnica. But how cool is that going to look, though, when you have Paka just running at you and just she uses her trunk to pull that shield off her back and just run at you with it? I mean, that's just going to be an epic moment. But that shield's going to be for her spell focus, but she's also going to use that shield as a weapon. And she'll have some other things. She'll have her spells and maybe a mace, something like that. So she's not really super violent. She doesn't want, she's 7'2" and 350 pounds. She's not violent. She doesn't want to cause a lot of problems. She just wants law and order. And if you hear her blow that giant trunk of hers and just exhale a huge noise from it, that means you have pushed her too far, and you might want to get out of the way. And a little bit more into her personality. She's neat, clean, orderly, and she doesn't mind telling you to clean up your stuff. Get it together, people. Pick up your swords and shields and stop making a mess around the campfire. Her goal is she just wants to remove violence. She doesn't like violence, and the reason is that the next two portions of her character there, which are her bonds and her flaws. But her bond is she's bonded to an Azorius arrestor who caught her parents' killer. And so she's indebted to him. But the thing is that she saw her parents killed, and was traumatized by that. And so she has an aversion to violence. Doesn't mean she won't use violence, but that is not her first choice, which is why she's a cleric and why she seeks knowledge and why she seeks to remove violence from all these things, and try to be super helpful rather than meet violence with violence. All right, and that's it. That's my Azorius guild character, Paka, who is super nice, super big, super dangerous looking, but not very dangerous at all. Actually, very good, lawful good, and just wants to help people and tries to be the peacekeeper and be the nice one of the group, and that may get her into trouble, but that's just who she is, and that's what she's going to play. She's going to be very motherly in a lot of ways. And listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Would love you to be a subscriber and be a part of the community here, and over time hopefully build your characters and bring your best character to the table, shock your DM and give him lots of plot hooks and storylines and all kinds of good stuff. And if you've checked out our videos before, thanks, I appreciate that. Would you go ahead and hit the thumbs up button? Let's know you like the video and you want more of them. And be sure to leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you on maybe what kind of build you would make with this. Maybe you've used the Azorius, or maybe you've made a Loxadon. Would love to hear about it. Leave me some comments down there and I will answer you back. So that's it for today, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next video.